Hey everyone, today I wanted to do an updated foundation routine. I know I just did a review on a foundation, the Kat Von D foundation, a week or so ago, and it is using that foundation, but then I was just kind of testing it out and showing you how it lasted and all that. Now I want to show you how I actually use it with my full face makeup, and this has been pretty much my look now since I got it, and I've had it a few weeks, close to a month, and this is kind of what I've found works and how it lasts all day, and I really like the finish and the coverage. So I haven't done a foundation routine, I don't think, since this summer, and I want to think I used my BB cream, but I can't remember. But anyway, so this is definitely a winter foundation routine. It's a heavier look, and it's not a look I wear every day, but when I am, you know, doing hair and makeup and wanting to feel nice, this is the look I've been doing. So if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply a primer, and here is the primer I'm liking at the moment, and it's the Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Pro number 2. I'm going to put just a little bit, about like that. And I just rub that in with my hands. Feels more like a lotion than it does like a silicone-y normal primer. Feels really nice. So just all over the face. Okay. Next thing, I'm using my Beauty Blender, so I have that wet. And I'm going to take my Kat Von D and do a few pumps on my hand. I usually use about 3 pumps total, but I start with 2. So I have my Beauty Blender and my Kat Von D. Put it on like that. And then I just start dabbing it on my face. And I am going to be looking over here in the mirror. Let me pull you a little closer. I really love this foundation. It does just give such a flawless finish. It is full coverage though, so if you're leery of full coverage, then I wouldn't suggest it. I take it down my neck a little. A bit more. I'm looking over here in my mirror. Okay, now I'm going to take on the tip of the Beauty Blender and start going in around my nose. And up on my eyes. Some people have mixed reviews on whether you put foundation on your eyes or not. I like to. I feel like it just evens everything out. I'm just kind of blotting that and rolling it. This is like one of the good things about the Beauty Blender is the shape of it, how you can just roll it. And it just gets into the little nooks and crannies. Alright, so that's pretty good down there. I'll go back and touch it up in a minute. Now the last of what's on that first pump, I'm just going to go ahead and take it up top. And that really is good for the top. I am going to do one more pump, like a small pump, just to go back in for any areas that I think might need a little bit more. And that really looks good. I probably don't need to do more, but I'm going to use just a tiny little bit and go in here in my problem areas. Just where my pores are gigantor. I don't know anything to do about that. I've tried all the tricks and they're there. My mom has them too. I think we're just kind of stuck with them. Okay. So that looks good. Let me look over here in my mirror. Looks good. And really, there's nothing too much to conceal. I do like to just do a little bit of concealer on like a sunspot. And I like to go over my pores just because it makes me a little bit more secure. So the concealer I'm using is the L'Oreal True Match in the jumbo crayon. So that's what it looks like. And this is just kind of what I do. Go right over that area with the large pores. Hit that sunspot. Little acne scarring. Right there's more pores. Right down the center of my nose. And that is kind of more of a highlight than cover up. And then I do it right there in the center where I have more pores. Other than that, the foundation covered up pretty much everything. Now you can use the Beauty Blender, or you can use this brush I have by Sigma. It's a tapered kabuki F86, and I go back and forth on really what I like to use for each day. I just grab something different, but other than that, all the other stuff I'm doing has been what I've been doing now for probably a month or so, and I'm really liking it. And I don't do this look every day. I mean, this is definitely a full coverage look. So if you're just running here or there, I wouldn't do this. But if you're wanting to look nice that day, I would, you know, this is a good look. Alright, so all that looks good. So you can see just, it's a nice coverage. Okay, next I have just my NYC translucent powder. I find that that works the best with the Kat Von D. And this is going to look gross. You see how it's kind of like that? That is because I have used the Beauty Blender and gone in there and blotted it, so it's kind of stained it a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with it. You can use either one, a brush or your Beauty Blender. I like using the Beauty Blender. I just kind of go in there and do like that, and you can't really see it on there, but then I just go in there in my T-zone only, or in my oily spots. I just blot it in. Now if I had a different makeup sponge, that would probably be best. It's not bad for this, but it makes that look disgusting. But anywhere I would be oily, I just kind of blot it in to set it, and then I don't really go over anywhere else with any powder. So I'm not using hardly any powder at all, but I have found when I use any other loose powder, it tends to get powdery looking around my nose, and so this just has a really nice non-powdery look. So that's, so you can see it looks, as far as I think the camera's showing, that it looks, you know, it completely matches perfectly. So after I've done that, then it's time to do just my contour, my bronzer. It's warm outside today, and when it's warm, I feel like I need kind of an all-over color. Like when it's cold, I feel like I don't do all-over color. I just do like contour and blush. But since it's warm outside today, I feel like I need a little bit more warmth, and so I'm going to use my Physicians Formula. It's in the cashmere one. I don't know what the cashmere or something. So with that, I'm just going to take a powder brush. This is from Bare Essentials, and just kind of go all over my face, and you might not even be able to tell a difference, but it just warms me up a little. And I'm also going to do a bronzer for contour, but this just kind of, I feel like on a sunny day you need some color. And this really doesn't have, maybe a teeny bit of shimmer, but nothing crazy. Alright, so you might not even be able to tell that I did that, but to me it warms me up a little. So next I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and I'm loving that this time of year. And I use this like dome shaped kind of brush, and it's from Sigma. It's a small contour, it's an F05, and I just get it on the ends, tap it off, and you can see where I have like a natural shadow right there. You can also squeeze in your cheeks, but I just kind of follow that line. That looks very dramatic on camera. It doesn't look that dramatic in person, but we are going to blend it out. Okay, and then other places you'd want to take some contour would be around the edges up here. Just kind of slim your face a little. And I've also heard do like a number 3. So sometimes I do try to stick with that motto. I don't do it every day if I'm in a hurry, but right down the cheekbone, and then right along there, that jawbone, just to kind of chisel it out a little bit, and I need some chiseling. Okay, so that's that. Now again, you can take your beauty blender and just kind of blot that in, or it would also be a good time to use a kabuki style brush. But mine is, I'm washing it, so it's a little bit wet. But this beauty blender really is versatile. You can use it for so many things. So I like the way that looks. I think that's pretty blended out. And once I have on my full face, it won't look so much like a distinct line. But in natural lighting that I'm actually like looking in a mirror, it looks very much more natural than the camera. So, done that. And next I'm going to do my blush. And this is Hot Mama by The Balm. And it's like a little sample size, but I love it. And it is a complete dupe for NARS Orgasm. So it's, I'm pretty sure it's much more inexpensive. This came in my Birchbox. So if you're looking for that same look, but you don't want to spend that, check out The Balm. So I like to use this Duo Fiber F50 brush, which is normally a foundation brush, but I find it's perfect for blush because it just kind of lightens your hand up a little bit. So if you have a heavy hand, it just, if it's a strong, like this is a strong color, it doesn't apply very heavy. You can build it up, or you can just have a little, you know, glow, and that's what I'm going for. I know that's an obnoxious face. Okay, so that's pretty much my foundation. I'm going to do my eyes, and then I'll come back and show you everything. But that is what I've been doing for quite some time. So this is the finished product. I have everything on now, eyes, lips. For lip color, I'm wearing the Palladio that I love, that I've talked about before, the Herbal Tinted Lip Balm in Golden Pink. And then over it, I have on a Smashbox gloss in the color Radiant. So really like this color. I have a strong eye on, so I wanted something feminine but not too bold on my lips. So anyway, this is the finished product. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about how I applied anything or products, please leave it in the comments below and I will get back to you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.